watching Channel 4, the local station, home of News4Jax.com. Channel 4 News starts now.
A family grieving this morning after a tragic accident. A toddler run over by her grandmother's SUV. It's a safety alert you won't want to miss. And more than a dozen arrested while calling for justice for Trayvon Martin. And it was nearly 1,000 miles away from where the shooting happened. Safety alert this morning for parents and anyone who gets behind the wheel. An Arlington family is devastated after a grandmother hit and killed her 20-month-old granddaughter. Police say she accidentally backed over the little girl with her SUV. It happened at a home on North St. John's Bluff. Channel 4's Haley Winslow talked with our safety expert about how something like this can happen and ways to prevent it. Well, more than a dozen protesters are waking up behind bars this morning. They were arrested at a rally for Trayvon Martin in Indiana.
It's been over a month with no arrest, no apprehending of his gun, no apprehending of him. So today we are willing to go to jail for Trayvon Martin.
If you do not leave the street now.
Hundreds of demonstrators from an Indianapolis church demanded justice for the Florida teen shooting. They blocked traffic for 45 minutes before police told them they had to leave. When protesters wouldn't leave the street, police arrested 13. George Zimmerman says he shot Martin in self-defense, and he has not been charged in the teen's death. More than 30 people are dead and more than a dozen in the hospital after a plane crash in Russia early this morning. The passenger plane crashed just after takeoff, killing 31 of the 43 people on board. The plane went down in a snowy field in Siberia. Right now, we don't know the cause of that crash. Well, 3 of Osama bin Laden's widows are expected to be charged today with illegally living in Pakistan. The 3 women have been in Pakistani custody since U.S. Navy SEALs raided bin Laden's compound in May of last year. Investigators say the women were illegally living in the country. A source says one of the women could be allowed to go back home to Yemen, but adds that it's not likely for the other 2 women. If convicted, they could face up to 10 years in prison. We're now hearing from the wife of a JetBlue pilot who had a mid-air meltdown last week. But she's not giving much insight. She calls it an awful situation and is thanking everyone on board for their professionalism. Last week, Captain Clayton Osbon's behavior was captured on this cell phone video. Witnesses say he ran through the cabin before passengers tackled him in the galley. His wife says he was clearly distressed, but was not intentionally violent toward anyone. Well, returning now to election 2012, Mitt Romney and Rick Santorum are still trying to sway voters in Wisconsin ahead of the primary. Romney took some time to stop and order a burger in Johnson City Creek yesterday, and Santorum checked out a train museum before attending a rally in Green Bay. Santorum's campaign is also getting a boost from 21 new supporters. The Duggar family from the reality show 19 Kids and Counting says Santorum is the best man for the job.
Rick Santorum ran the bill, authored the bill, to ban partial birth abortion in America. He's the true conservative.
We prayed about it and we saw that there's a stark contrast between Rick and the other guys that are out there. And that's why we were all able to agree on who we were supporting for president.
The Duggars say they plan to campaign for Santorum through today. Wisconsin's primary is tomorrow. It's a winner-take-all state with 42 delegates up for grabs. Well, changes are coming to a major fast food restaurant. Why a bigger menu is introducing fewer calories coming up. And if you have a high school student working on college credit, it may hurt your wallet more. New information on the cost of advanced placement exams. That's all next.